What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the POCO F5, and today in this video I'm gonna be reviewing the latest update of MIUI, which is the MIUI version 14.0.4, and I just received the update a couple of days ago and I have been using this update for a long time now, and I think right now this is the time that I can review actually the whole stable build. First things first, let me talk about one experience that I have had with the Fastboot flashing of the MIUI ROMs. Well, I'm talking about this here because I was actually using the Evolution X ROM, which is a custom ROM, and on the POCO F5, but I actually needed the device to actually work as my daily driver. That's why I tried to slap MIUI on it, and because of that I had to Fastboot flash MIUI. When you unlock the bootloader and when you flash any custom ROM, or when you go back to MIUI by Fastboot flashing, that's always risky. But let me talk about the experience that I have had over here. And the first time I tried to Fastboot flash MIUI, that was the version 14.0.3 I guess, Fastboot ROM actually could not be flashed. In the Mi Flash tool, it was showing me a device mismatch error. Yes, the device mismatch error, I did face it with K20 Pro and stuff, so I was familiar with it. I had to actually delete some couple of lines at the beginning because it kept flashing for about 15 to 20 minutes, and after that when I tried to actually reboot the system, or when I tried to actually reboot to recovery by pressing volume up and the power button together, it did not boot into a recovery. It was always booting into the Fastboot mode. So that was a problem. The device did not go anywhere except Fastboot mode. So it was kind of a soft brick for the POCO F5 for me. Yes, that was a whole day lost, because for me, I was trying to actually Fastboot flash MIUI, but it was not getting me anywhere. It was only showing Fastboot mode in the device whenever I try to flash the Fastboot ROMs. After that, I think in the Mi Flash tool, I had to go into some kind of advanced settings, and over there I had to click on erase all, and later on I had to actually Fastboot flash normally, and I did select the clean all. And after that, even with unlocked bootloader, you won't be having safety net working on MIUI for the POCO F5. This is the first time I'm seeing this for the POCO F5, because in earlier devices I have never faced this kind of issue where with the unlocked bootloader banking apps will not work. So because of that, I had to actually clean flash again by Fastboot flashing the whole ROM, and later on I had to actually Fastboot flash again by clean all and lock that option selected, and after that I had my bootloader locked, and after that I could use MIUI, and later on I updated to the MIUI 14.0.4. The changes of this update is not much. It's just June security patch, and it says increased system security. Inside About Phone, this is how it looks like. We have the MIUI version as 14.0.4. Everything is almost similar, and it only has this June security patch. As you can see, 2023-6, that is June, and we have first June security patch over here. I have been noticing some of the issues that are new in this particular update. If I place a call and I just put the device on my pocket, I'll just lock the screen and put it on my pocket like this. But sometimes I have seen it's changing the output device and stuff over here. As you can see, even when I'm covering the top part of the display, it's still accessing my Bluetooth device and stuff. And here, let me just lock it again. Sometimes, now it's not doing anything. As you can see, it's just back again in the lock screen for some reason. No idea why. Now, if I click here, okay, so again, as you can see, it's in the UI. And right now, I can just change the output device. As you can see, this is very weird, why it's happening. I have seen sometimes it's just going into this dialer and stuff, and sometimes it's just switching the output device from here in my pocket, and sometimes it's on hold or something like that. So this is very weird. Even when I'm covering the top part or while it's in pocket, it's just doing these things. This problem I have never seen in the earlier updates, but right now it is a huge problem for me. At least this is one issue that I have been facing in the MIUI version 14.0.4. But of course it does have the call recording functionality and stuff. All those things are working perfectly fine. No issues with those. The MIUI dialer works good, but then again in pocket it sometimes does weird things. With some apps like VLC or MX Player, if you're using the picture-in-picture mode, I have seen sometimes the picture-in-picture gets stuck in the screen. Once I have faced that issue. Later on, when I rebooted the device, it was fine. But that PIP issue I did face, I think it's related to some kind of Android 13 sources or something like that. But still, I have faced that issue once, so I have to mention that. Now let's talk battery life. Well, I have tested it with the Accu battery app, and with that The battery life that I have been getting is still amazing. It's 10 plus hours of estimated screen on time. Even the screen off, you can see it's about 58 hours, and the combined use is about 18 hours or 19 hours. So that's amazing battery life that I have been getting over here. I have to say it definitely lasts me a whole long day with even heavy usage. So that's just awesome. Yes, I don't do gaming, but my usage includes a lot of camera usage, a lot of like heavy tasks, and a lot of video taking and stuff, all those things. Even with that, I would say the battery life over here that I have been getting is amazing. And if you are wondering about my battery health right now, it's at 98%. Of course, this is a new device, so considering that 98% is decent. And the fast charging over here is also working perfectly fine with the box included 67-watt fast charger. With Wi-Fi and 5G and stuff, everything is working perfectly fine. As you can see, it's showing 80 Mbps about Wi-Fi speeds because I have 80 Mbps plan. It's showing perfectly fine with 5 GHz Wi-Fi network. Cannot test Wi-Fi 6E because I don't have a Wi-Fi 6E router. But if you're wondering about the 5G speeds, let me just switch on that. As you can see right now, it shows 5G plus and it's true 5G by Jio. And right now, if I just do a speed test, just notice how much speeds it gets with the 5G plus, and about 1100 plus megabits of speeds. That's just insane 5G speeds. Now let's talk about cameras. Well, the camera quality here is amazing. Still, I would say it takes really amazing quality pictures considering the price bracket of this device. The ultra wide angle lens is working fine, and the 1x 2x everything is working great. Even with videos, there is 4K 30fps only. There is no 4K 60fps support still. The video does jitter from time to time if you shoot 1080p 60 or 4K 30. So that is one con, but I shoot randomly with 1080p 30fps. That's just fine. And with the pro mode also, you can shoot videos if you want. And in the documents mode, of course, you can take documents with enhanced mode and stuff. All these things should be working fine. And if you're wondering about the front camera and stuff, yes, the front camera is working perfectly fine, no issues. It is slightly like overexposed, so that's how it is. The background always with the front camera is slightly overexposed, and even with portrait mode it's like that, but background blur and stuff is working fine here. No huge issues with the front camera. Now overall, while doing the normal like browsing and stuff, everything is perfectly smooth and fast. No problems. Even with test2 websites, as you can see, it's switching the refresh rate to 120 Hz almost. So yeah, 120 Hz all day long is working perfectly here. No problems that I have faced. Even while I'm doing Twitter scrolling and stuff, no problems with that. As you can see, it scrolls really fast and it doesn't feel laggy at all while switching apps and stuff. And I would say the RAM management, even with this 8GB RAM variant, it's just amazing. No problems whatsoever. If you're wondering about the benchmarks, well, let me show you that. Here with Android, I have got about 1 million plus of Android scores, 11 lakh of one Android score, 10 lakh and 90,000. So that's a huge amount of Android score. You will notice over here, the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 2 is insane with performance, and with updates, the scores has definitely increased, that I can say. So yeah, the performance over here is amazing. And if you're wondering about the storage test, let me just test it again. It's almost about 69,000 scores. So that's again insane numbers. And this is of course with the UFS 3.1, I guess. And you can see the sequential read and writes. So amazing speeds even with storage. So no problems whatsoever while installing big apps and stuff. It is always fast experience. And here are the Geekbench and the CPU stress test for this particular device, if you're wondering about those scores. So the MIUI 14.0.4 update, it's not bad or something. The quick setting panel is very smooth. Everything, the animations and stuff in the UI is very smooth. But the only con that I have noticed is that the dialer problem that I have mentioned. Except for that, you can definitely go ahead and update it if you're okay with those problems that I have mentioned. It is not reflecting any hardware issue yet. But yes, we need to wait to actually see if this device happens to have hardware issues in the future with software updates. So hopefully I'll switch to a custom ROM right now. So do stay tuned for those videos, guys. So give this video a huge thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. This is Tito from KTNTECH signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.